So I really don't like Emma as a character in Jane Austen's Emma, although the book is still really good. After all, it's Jane Austen and all of her writing is really solid. However, the character of Emma Woodhouse is just so annoying to me. Jane Austen herself wrote about her that she's going to write a character that would be so unlikable that nobody apart from her would like it, which is not really true, since I do know that a lot of people find Emma very funny, smart, and then they see a lot of personal growth in her and how she goes from being completely clueless to being more mature and analyzing of her behavior. I don't really see that. To me, Emma has been one of the most annoying characters in classical literature. She is naive, she is spoiled, she is vain. She has very little concern for the feelings and desires of others around her, and she does feel like she knows a lot about everything, when in reality her perception of what's really going on is very limited, as we learn throughout the book. I don't feel like retelling the plot of the book because I think BookTube is full of such retellings. This is a book about this character who really likes matchmaking, and then her matchmaking attempts and ultimate failure, and how she absolutely embarrasses herself in the process. At the end, she realizes her mistakes and matures. The book itself was revolutionary for the time period because, unlike a lot of the other books written in the Regency era, this book didn't have perfect female heroine. The idea back then was women were supposed to be likable and to do things in a way that would make others like them even more, which meant that they derived a lot of their importance from the approval of others. In the case of Emma, she clearly doesn't really care about that. She has her own thing that she's doing, and she derives her happiness from the pursuit of her own goals, however misguided they might be. She's a character that we don't really have to like or understand or accept, and that was very fresh and new for the time when Jane Austen was writing it. Of course, she is the author who changed the rules of the game for a lot of things in literature. Outside of the character of Emma, I actually did quite enjoy the book. I do think that the writing is really good. I think the book is really funny in its very Jane Austen kind of way. The other characters in it actually are, I think, much less annoying than Emma herself. It's definitely worth a read. Who am I to say that Jane Austen is not worth reading? She is an absolute genius, an absolute foundation of English literature. So it's definitely worth a read. I do look forward to reading more Jane Austen, since I still haven't read all of her novels, to my shame. If you have never read any Jane Austen, or if you are just not super comfortable with classical literature and you find it difficult to approach, this might not be the easiest book to read to just get into Jane Austen. I would say Pride and Prejudice is a much easier book to read. It is a much more fascinating book. I like it so much more. It's definitely one of my favorite books of all time, and Emma is usually, I would say, the second book that most people read. Feel free to argue with me in the comments. Let me know why you specifically like Emma, or if you don't like her, also let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.